Hello everyone, my name is Brian Knack, and I'm here to talk about my new book, Made for War, 52 Weeks of Wisdom and Revelation. I'd like to read one of the devotionals from it. It's a 52-week Bible study devotional that just helps bring the reader closer to Jesus and to learn more about Him and learn more about yourself as well. I'd like to read the devotional called Heat It and Beat It. A few months back, I remember watching a Discovery Channel show called it was on the history of axes. Very interesting. The show started out with very primitive stone axes made long ago with sharp rocks, some twine, a stick, and continued on through the discovery of bronze and copper, and then steel, all the way up to our modern-day axes made in automated forges. You know, I love shows like this. I love to see how things are made and what's going into creating something that seems just so simple and easy. I mean, you think about how an axe, how complex can it be to create an axe? All you need is a sharp piece of metal and a stick, and there you go, you got an axe. Truth is, it's a very complex and scientific process to create a quality axe that will both be sharp and able to stand a great deal of use, and be able to take a heck of a beating. The process begins with a long steel beam that's cut into slugs. These slugs are then stored until one is needed and produced in an axe. From there it goes to the fire to be heated to red and even white hot to make it malleable. The blacksmith is trained for many years to be able to look at the heated slug and tell just by its color if it's ready for the next phase. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? This blacksmith is an artist, much like the potter. A lump of material is given to him and he molds it into the shape he desires it to take. And only by years and years of training can he know when that lump is ready to be made into the vessel that he wants it to be. Sounds like our potter. He made us. He knows. And he knows when that lump of clay is ready to be turned into the vessel that he needs. From time to time, more heating is required to get the slug back to the desired malleability. Then more and more beating. The blacksmith calls us heat it and beat it. The intense temperatures make the metal soft and pliable. This makes it so much easier to mold into the shape desired. However, the metal is still quite tough, and so a great deal of force is needed to mold it. Just like with us. I know some of you are beginning to squirm in your seats because you know what I'm talking about here. Just once I was like, Lord, can't I just watch a show without you trying to teach me something? He said, no, I'll be forever teaching you in any way I choose. Anyway. This is exactly how the Lord molds us. He brings us trials and tribulations, our way of heating us up, so as I like to call it, humbling us, and then He brings us even more intense trials in order to beat us into the desired shape. Some of us require a bit more force and heat to get us to conform to His will. Some of us can be a little thick-headed at times, myself included. He is the blacksmith, though, and He knows how to form a slug into an axe. This isn't the most amazing thing, though. See, when the beating and heating are finally finished and the desired shape is achieved, there's one final process that the axe must go through. At this point, the metal of the axe is extremely brittle, almost like glass. The continuous heat and force to it has really done a number on the piece. And I know quite a few of us have felt that way. We've been through so much in our lives. I mean, we just feel like anything else and we're just going to shatter into millions of little pieces. We just can't take it no more. I felt that way myself from time to time, and I know many of you have as well. What the blacksmith does next, when everything's finally finished, is he dunks that piece into the water. That's to cool down the heat and make the axe cool down faster so it can be shipped out quicker. That's almost right. Well, you see, the act of cooling the metal down rapidly like that actually strengthens it. The atoms in the metal align in rigid formations like rows and columns. This forms a very strong matrix, which gives the axe great strength. So during your next time of heating and beating, just be patient, because when it's over, you'll be dunked in the refreshing water of life, the washing of the water of the Word, and you will emerge stronger than when you entered and ready for the battle. Anyway, I thank you very much for your time. I hope you've received from this. Again, this was a reading called Heat It and Beat It, a devotion from my new book, Made for War, 52 Weeks of Wisdom and Revelation. Available now at Amazon.com and available at my website, www.brianknack.com.